Today we're going to be talking about Myth, who was a popular Fortnite streamer until he pivoted
I dare you.
to other games.
All the way back in their spawn. All the way at the back. He was like AFK or something.
Last one in
I
spawn.
was a big fan of Myth back in his heyday on Fortnite, but I didn't watch him as much. But recently, he came out with an announcement that he was going to be making the switch over to YouTube. Now, he announced this through a tweet and a YouTube video. Now, the video basically shows just how
I could have never taken the risk on the one thing I felt like I was meant to do.
Continue streaming didn't go out, but instead
Decisions have made me
and now he's
who I
decided
am,
to make the switch over to
and
YouTube.
this
The video
is
very
my
well
decision.
done. Great, which all of these YouTube moving announcements do. I'm sure he's paid a lot of money, and he was given a big budget
All
for
my
the
life.
announcement video. Now, Twitch even came out and said that they were wishing him nothing but myth love and continued success on the next chapter of his quest, which is something they did not do for Sykkuno. Now, whether or not that's the thing where the split between them and Sykkuno wasn't as amicable as the one between them and Myth, or maybe they learned from their mistakes from Sykkuno because everyone noticed that they didn't say anything about it. And they were like, let us say something about it. It'll be more noticeable if we don't say anything, so let's make a good PR move. Pokimane came out and said one of the best kept platform switches, LMAO, congrats Myth. Then someone replied to her and said, your turn. Twitch would just give Poki the company to keep her. And I was just thinking, like, how much would they freak out if Pokimane were to leave? Like, imagine she's on the phone with them. I think it would be a lot better for my career if I went to YouTube. They've offered me more money and I can stream more often in a higher resolution. They've offered me a better way to receive my money and they give me a higher cut of my donations. And just imagine them in the conference room like, oh my god, we have to keep Pokimane. What are we going to do? Give her 20% stock in the company. Quick, double whatever YouTube's going to pay her. Just given how much of a star she is over there, she has to be like one of the biggest ones. Top 5, I'm guessing. I'm not 100% sure though, but she's definitely up there. Now, Hasan had a pretty funny reaction to this whole thing as well.
Is this what's going on? A lot of people want me to click on the status. What? Myth? What happened with Myth? No. What?
All my life, decisions have made me who I am.
Oh no.
He had that reaction of like when you're supposed to go outside and do something and it just is pouring rain and you really didn't want to do it. Like, oh no, can't do it. And he's hung out with Myth before, so I'm guessing they're not like super close friends because he didn't have too much of a strong reaction like, oh, that's good for him. Pretty much anything. He was just like, oh, wow, that's crazy. And he moved on to Nicki Minaj news, but I didn't play that part because I doubt anybody cares about Nicki Minaj who clicked on this video for Myth. Now, I do think this is a very good move for Myth because he's able to post his videos and his VODs in one place, and you only have to go one place for all of his content, which is very nice. Especially if you're like me, you're a YouTuber and you want to research and you have to flip back and forth, it's really kind of annoying. Better just have everything in one place. Now, Ludwig said that it's kind of confusing to see streams and videos in the same place. Really isn't to me. I mean, you can kind of tell from how the video looks, how long it is. It's just pretty obvious. Oh, that's a stream. Oh, this is a video. But hey, everybody has their own opinion about it, I guess. Like I said earlier, YouTube probably gave Myth like a ton of money for this, like an obscene amount of money. They've poached like a ton of people at this point. They've gotten Valkyrie, Sykkuno, Lily Pichu. These are just the people I'm bringing up off the top of my head. Dr. Disrespect, now Myth. Like, these are all pretty big names. So at this point, if you're at Twitch, I would think that you're kind of getting worried. Like, I don't know what we're gonna do. Like, if this continues, this could be really bad. Now, when it comes to like the hot tub meta and the TV meta, those people aren't gonna be super thrilled to come over to YouTube because of how much more stricter I hope that was grammatically correct, the DMCA and the copyright is enforced. Like over here, if you can't just watch Avatar the full episode through and then be like, oh, well, that was cool. Oh, wow, you jumped in the air, wow. Like, that's not gonna fly at all. It's just not gonna fly. You're gonna get claimed, and if you keep doing it, your channel's gonna get taken down. I mean, look at Suzy Lou. She at least cut out some of the episode. Like, the episode would be 22 minutes. She'd have 15 minutes of the episode. And if Pokimane comes over, she watches the full episode. Not so good. Also, hot tub meta. YouTube is becoming, or attempting to become, more family friendly. So if you're in the hot tub, some stuff on YouTube that's able to slip below the radar, so you never know. But I highly doubt it, especially if it were to become super popular, because YouTube is really trying to avoid another adpocalypse. That was the fear of a lot of people with the Ackman and the Quantum TV situation. It's like, hey, if this gets too much media attention, this could really lead to an apocalypse if someone thinks, oh, they're allowing this raging homophobe to be on YouTube unabated. Like, that could really spell bad for everybody on the platform. And so you could end up losing a lot of kid-friendly sponsors, and that could be bad for everyone's bottom line, just like the last one was. So that's just always something to consider. You know what's funny is the fact that literally no one was against him moving over to Twitch, at least over on Twitter. And I looked for any dumb hot takes I could make fun of, but there weren't any. I remember when Ninja made the switch over to YouTube, there was this guy, Grossgore, made a big stink about it. He was on Twitter like, yeah, how dare you, bro? You're disrespecting the people that brought you up from day one. They've been with you since day one, and you're going to turn against them? How dare you, bro? And it was essentially just that, like, pure ridiculousness. Pure. I'm surprised it didn't come out again and just be like, Myth, I can't believe this. I can't believe you're turning for the money. This is all it means to you. It's all the money to you. He's probably contemplating it. Like, you know, Ninja wasn't too happy about me. He called me a douche last time. I don't want to get called a douche by Myth again. So let me just stay quiet. It's really cool to see how much YouTube has innovated due to its attempt to compete with Twitch, because I've always thought that competition breeds excellence. I mean, even looking at YouTube deciding to make a way for gifted memberships for channels to be on YouTube now, like, that's really impressive. There's pretty much no differentiation. I said that wrong completely, but there's pretty much the same ways to monetize on YouTube as there is from Twitch. So why stay on Twitch when you've had all these problems and you get claimed for all this stuff, or you get banned, right, because you said idiot and someone said that you said the N-word, and then you got robbed and you get banned for 2 weeks because you got robbed at gunpoint. Like, insane stuff like that. It makes no sense to stay over there. Now, it'll be interesting to see Twitch and YouTube compete in this sort of race to see who gets the most people, who's able to draw in the most people, and I'm really excited for it. I think Myth is just the beginning, really. It'll be interesting to see more gaming people, and to see how Twitch looks in a year, in the next 5 years, if it's around in the next 5 years, because YouTube overtakes it. At the end of the day, I guess we can only guess what it's going to turn out like, but this pretty much wraps up everything I had to say. Thank you all for watching. I really and truly appreciate it. I'm gonna head out now. Goodbye. You know, this is actually my second attempt at trying to record this video, because the first time it just did not record any audio, which is really annoying. I don't know why I did that, but I'm glad that it is actually recording what I'm saying this time. It was dumb oversight, but yeah.